What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and today I'm going to open up a Lost Caverns of Ixalan collector booster box, and this one's going to be for me. To this point, I've actually opened up only 3 of these collector boxes on channel. Some of that had to do with some of the initial shipping product delay that was with the collector boxes, but two of them have been for patrons, and I'm not going to give anything away. If you want to go check those videos out, the spoiler alert is the boxes are incredible. And my box wasn't bad either, but my point being is that this will actually only be the second box I've opened up for me. I'm a huge fan of this set. I have to say, I find the layout of the collector boxes to be incredibly well done. I think the box topper is pretty well on point, where you've got some swing and miss. There is a little bit of good lottery factor to it. It's kind of almost like a bonus. I think the Jurassic Park inclusions are brilliant. I really like those. I'll talk about those a little bit more. And I think the set itself is also really incredible. And then you've got the splash factor of neon ink, mana crypts, and you've got Cavern of Souls. And to me, I like that those are like the cherry on top and not the dessert. The dessert is still the set. The set itself is very good, and those to me are like the bonus factors. So anyways, I'm going to be quiet now. Let's open this thing up. Hopefully we get some strong pulls from it, and let's have some fun, huh? All right. So as of the filming of this video, the collector boxes are sitting right around $236 on TCG. They were originally pre-selling at like $214, $215. No one really knew what to make of the set. It was coming off of a strong Wilds of Eldraine set. Got up as high as like 250, 255 for a minute, and now they've kind of settled back in at like 236, and hey, I think that's pretty reasonable. But let's see here. Let's see. I can't remember these pull tab. They aren't. Oh, come on. Terrified of bending the card the wrong way. Some of these have gotten open very, very easy, and others, like this one, not so much. Okay. Come on. Sheesh. Look at the glue. All right, there we go. This is not entertaining at all unless you're enjoying laughing at me. Sweet. All right, let's see. This better be worth it. Look at that. Ugh, so difficult. It's like it's my first time opening one of these. Get all this for an uncommon, right? All this for a Worn Power Stone, no less. That's fantastic. All right, again, I enjoy that these really are like a box topper. They're not necessarily the draw. Yeah, they're like a Chalice of the Void and Inner Sun and a couple other good hits in there, but it's mostly playable uncommons, and that's okay. I think that's a balanced box topper. Let's get into the actual packs now. All right. No doubt we have some bangers in the set. Cavern of Souls at the top. O'Hare Talk, The Deepest Foundation. Galta. Bonehard Dracosaur. Good strong rares with Roaming Throne and now Tashana's Tidebender. So I enjoy that the set itself is bringing heat, and it's not just about the extra stuff. Here we go. A little swamp, huh? And we got our uncommon showcase. Started with Anim Pakal. One of my biggest gripes in this set is that I stink at pronouncing most of the card names, so forgive me. I can say Asmarana, Martika Dice, and Nikolvikar in my sleep, and yet I can't pronounce like half the card names in this set. Really wonky. Next up, we have the Ever-Flowing Well as the extended art. Our commander card is going to be Order of the Sacred Dusk. Oh, first mythic is a Resplendent Angel. You know what? Man, a little nick at the bottom, and it's kind of common with some of these packs. But Borderless Resplendent Angel is uber cheap right now. I think this card is like $3 or something crazy. But you know what? It's a good mythic, and honestly, pre-reprint, Resplendent Angels were over $30, right? So it was a needed reprint. It's a good card, and I'm actually really happy because now I didn't have any copies. I'd gotten rid of my old copies when they topped like $20-something. So happy to refill that treasure chest. First Jurassic Park card is going to be a land, and we end with a rare. It is a Restless Ridgeline as extended art or borderless, I guess, technically. So I want to say something about the Jurassic Park cards really quick. I think they did an incredible job with the lands. I like that the lands are in there. I like that it balances it out. I like that it makes the cards, the borderless cards, actual hits. The issue with the Transformers is, that you open one box and you've got all of them, and you're like, cool, I I pulled Optimus Prime and it's worth $1. These have actual value to them, and they are very playable cards. So I like that you might only get 3 or 4 hits per box, but now there's actual playability to them, and they're actually hits as well. All right, Belligerent Yearling as our borderless uncommon. Rare is an Abuelo Ancestral Echo. Our next extended art is going to be the Poetic Ingenuity. From the rubble for our Commander extended art card. There are a few really good Commander cards as well. It's like another slot where it's like, hey, there's some juice there. So between the Jurassic Park cards, between the Commander cards, like I like that it's just a little bit of X factor to it on top of a really strong set. Next is Akal Pakal. That is a showcase rare. Oh, snap! This is a real hit. The Welcome to Saga is not an easy Jurassic Park card to hit. Right now, I think it's the second most valuable of the Jurassic Park cards. I think this is right around $30. So, and that's honestly for the non-foil. The foil version might even be a little bit more expensive. So this is a really, really good hit. And after that, we conclude with an extended art foil, Souls of the Lost. That Jurassic Park card is... that's a really important hit. I actually have a sleeve. I'm going to sleeve that up right now. In fact, I'm going to say that's in the neighborhood of $30+ because the non-foil version itself is, I think, is like 28. So the foil version might even be carrying a premium on that. All right, and that's what I'm talking about. And by the way, the card itself really good. Obviously, there's a price tag to it. Okay, a little Resplendent action and a really strong Jurassic Park card to start us off. Not bad. Curator, sure. Love the lands. I think the lands are cool. Not my favorite lands of all time, but I think they're neat. All right. Cosmium Confluence as our pack foil rare. Into a Terratide as the extended art. Dinosaur Egg as the commander card. Yaha. After that is a Roaming Throne, Borderless Roaming Throne. This is another hit. A lot of the Borderless cards aren't quite as valuable as, say, the actual base versions. I think it's just a matter of art preference, and that's okay too. But I like it, and I think Roaming Throne as a Borderless is probably about $15. So that is not a bad... I mean, that's a really good rare. It's a really strong rare. Dino DNA after that. Another Jurassic Park card hit. This is non-foil, obviously. And I think Dino DNA is about $12. I will tell you that I built a deck around one of the Jurassic Park cards, the Commander deck, the Indominus Rex deck. This is in there. The card is an absolute house. Deal with it or pay the consequences. Dino DNA, strong. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, nice! Let's freaking go! Let's freaking go! This is a card I was very, very excited about when the set previewed. Probably the card I was actually most excited about, if we're being honest. Galta, Stampede Tyrant, and the Borderless Foil. This immediately slots into my personal collection. That's how excited and how much I love this card. And if you're wanting to know if I've used it yet, the answer is yes. I did reanimate it and dump some creatures onto the battlefield, and it was glorious. Also, I should say that the actual card itself is probably about $30 for the Borderless Foil version. So that is a bona fide hit as well. So far, so good. Resplendent Angel, again, it's almost like a throwaway mythic right now, like only like $3. But I think it's a quality mythic, and I think it's just, you know, hey, it's fresh off a reprint. It's a card we've seen before. But I like that still long term. I love the Borderless Foil Galta. That will be into my PC. And then we've hit a couple of really good Jurassic Park cards along with one strong rare so far. So far, so good with this box. All right, next up, let's get into it. We have our Uchbinbach, the Great Mistake as the Showcase Foil Uncommon. Pack Foil Rare is a Squirming Emergence. Deep Fathom Echo as the extended art. Commander card is a Ripples of Potential. Ooh, we have another mythic with this. Oh, nice! It's Borderless Quintorius Con. So our next mythic, our third mythic of the box, and I think Borderless Quintorius is sitting right around $14 or so. Definitely has seen some play, more than I really anticipated. Actually, a pretty good card because Discover is a busted mechanic. So again, that is a really strong hit for us, and that's like $14. All right, Jurassic Park card. Couldn't all be hits, right? We finally hit another land. That's okay. And again, I'm going to say, A, I like the lands and I'm using them and playing with them. And B, the fact that it actually makes it so that the hits are hits. I think it's a good thing. It's why I can get excited about things like Dino D and Welcome To, because you're not gonna get one in every pack. All right, we conclude with a Abuelo's Awakening as an extended art foil, and that back slot there. Let me clearly throw our Jurassic Park cards in order. Throw these to the side. Yeah, Galta goes on top. Yeah, nobody puts Galta on the bottom. All right. Cool. Next pack up. That was only pack 4. On to pack 5. Not sure what the mythic counts typically look like for these boxes. I want to say they're in the neighborhood of like around 8 or 9 for these boxes. Okay. Here we go. Got our Captain Storm as our showcase foil uncommon. Growing Rights of Itlimoc, that is a strong rare. This is crazy enough. Growing Rights are still like $4 or $5 for the base copies. The foil copies aren't going to carry any substantial value either. And this card was like $20, $25 prior to the reprint. So really strong time to pick one up, because if you flip it, it's a Gaia's Cradle. That's what it is. It's a really strong card. All right, extended art is a Abuelo's Awakening, sure. Altar of the Wretched as the commander card. Next card after that is a extended art, or borders, Restless Fence, sure. Hey, there we go, nice, another Jurassic Park hit. That is Blue Loyal Raptor. You're my boy, Blue. Sweet partner card, and yeah, it's also got some value. I want to say Blue is probably like in the neighborhood of like, I'm gonna guess like between 8 and 10, probably around there. So not not a nothing burger. And we conclude this pack with a Corpses of the Lost as the extended art foil. Cool. Jurassic Park cards doing a lot of heavy lifting for me right now. Not sad about that. One of the reasons I actually get excited about opening this box is having a chance to pick up some more of those. And I'm pumped already with the Galta pull. That honestly kind of like makes the box for me, just because I love the card. All right, last pack of the first column of the box. Here we go. Got a little Plains action. Thrashing Brontodon as a borderless foil uncommon. I like this slot too. I think that just having good, like a showcase or a borderless uncommon as that first slot to kind of get things going. There's plenty of good playable cards here. Doesn't always have to be a banger. Subterranean Schooner, which is actually seeing some play. A schooner is a sailboat. As our pack foil. Thousand Moons Smithy as the extended art. Probably like $1 or $2. Not quite the $3 range. Oh, there was a hit though. So one of those commander cards I was talking about that is carrying some substantial value is Charismatic Conqueror. I will pause here if you want to pause and read the card. It is really good, and I think the price tag on it right now is around $16, $17 for the extended art version. So that is a bona fide hit for us as well. After that, we've got Palani's Hatcher as a borderless or extended art rare. I think it's borderless technically. And into our Jurassic Park card, which is a Command Tower. Hey, that's okay too. We like Command Towers. And we conclude with a Dire Flail in the extended art. So we have missed on the back slot other than like the Galta. But still, pretty good. In fact, I should probably do something with those Jurassic Park cards with just the lands. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep putting the lands at the bottom, right? All right, let's do that real quick. Sure, seems good. There we go. Cool. All right, on to the second half of the box. We are currently at 3 mythics, so I feel like we're due for some mythics. I would love to hit an emblem. Those are ridiculously rare, though. Not even talk about those, right? We talked about Neon Ink. We've talked about Cavern of Souls and Mana Crypts. The Jurassic Park cards, the emblem cards, which are like real chase factor as well, are insanely expensive if you hit one, but they're uber rare. All right, Nikanzel. Treasure Map. Hey, a pack full of Treasure Map. This card isn't worth anything. Like, it's like less than $1 for the base copy, so the foil version is going to be the same, but it's a sweet card. It's a card that I'm happy to see reprinted. Unstable Glyph Bridge as the extended art. Illustrious Wanderglyph. This is another strong commander card. This is essentially the Now I can't think of the darn card, but the Dryad, the Tender Shoot Dryad. There we go. Whew. This is another commander card that is also a strong pull. This is like $5 or $6 right now. So again, commander slot bringing some value. Mythic after that is the Sovereign Okinik. And kind of on the weaker side as far as Mythic's concerned. Probably hanging out in the $3 range for the showcase. It's a sweet card. I have a couple copies already, but not the most exciting thing. An exceedingly rare Jurassic Park card, and now we have 2 of them, so that is really freaking awesome. Again, I think the base copy of this card is like $28, $29. So that is a monstrous hit. Monstrous hit. Conclude with Tishana's Typebender as a borderless foil. That is a really strong, sweet rare as well. Beautiful Typebender, a insanely good card as well. I think the regular copy is like $13, $14 for the borderless version of it. So, I'm going to take a crack. This is probably like in the neighborhood of like $15 for the foil version. Could be a little off on that, but still a sweet pull. And also getting some value out of that back end pull. All right. Go from the other angle. There we go. All right, next pack up. All this and the Jurassic Park cards doing absolute work for us, and the rares doing absolute work for us. We haven't even kind of scratched the surface on the Mythics. If we pull some juice out of that Mythic slot besides that Galta, this box is going to be in really good shape. All right, Rampaging Ceratops. Abuelo's Awakening for the 3rd time this box. Now we have just about every version. Pack foil version this time. The Belligerent as the extended art. Topography Tracker as the commander card. Cool. Pugnacious Hammerskull as a borderless rare. Sure. And I got a foil land this time. It is a foil island. Not bad. And we got a Mythic back here. It is Veto, because I can't go one box without opening Veto. I've opened up so many Vetoes. So we have a showcase foil Veto. A few bucks. I don't know. Not something I'm super psyched about. Not when I've pulled I told you, this is only my 4th collector box, and I think I've opened up maybe 2 set boxes at this point, and I've opened up like 4 or 5 Vetoes. Harder for me to get excited at that point. Sweet card, but been there, done that. 5x. All right, here we go. When I was referring to additional value out of the Mythic slot, Veto is not what I was angling towards. All right, Forest. Scytheclaw Raptor as a borderless foil. Uncommon. Nice card. Mythic. Oh, it's a Saheeli. Okay. Saheeli, again, not going to be a big value pull for the Mythic slot, but this being my first copy, I'm actually okay with it. Again, it's probably the least valuable amongst the Mythics at this moment. But still, being that I don't have any copies for myself, I'm happy to finally pull one. I'm cool with that. Cosmium Confluence as the extended art. Wrathful Raptors as the commander card. Inti, Senescal of the Sun, probably butchered that, but that's okay, as the showcase rare. And Mountain. Actually, the mountains, forests, and plains, go figure, Naya colors, dinosaurs, right, are the more valuable of the Jurassic Park lands. I think the base copy of the mountain is like a couple bucks for non-foil. We've got back here, though. Oh, okay. Hey, nice. It's the Millennium Calendar. This is the extended art foil Millennium Calendar. This is a pretty sweet hit. I mean, it's not going to be a huge value, but I think it's probably in the neighborhood of like $5 or $6. And it is it's an extended foil Mythic. I've seen some people wanting to play the card. Me personally, I don't love that the card doesn't have any like evasion or protection on it. Like, you just disenchant it and you're like, oh no, my counters. Guess if you have an Ozil in play, you're like, just play another one. All right, next pack. We got 3 packs left. 3 packs left. Finally pulling the other Mythics, and they're not even really helping. Oh, planes. All right, Kutzel Malamet Exemplar. That is a beautiful showcase foil uncommon. Rare is a Jade Light Spelunker as the pack foil. Extended RA, another treasure map. Cool. Oh, cool with it. Like, again, I know it doesn't have value, but I like the card, so that's fine. We have a Mythic from the commander slot, and it is Admiral Brass the Unsinkable. So that is one of the commanders. again, kind of a cool mythic. A commander I just recently played against, and it was not fun. It was a good commander. It was a difficult to play against card. I'll say it that way. Restless Reef as the extender or borderless. What do we have back here? It's a Grim Gigantosaur. Neat. Neat. This is another Jurassic Park card. Not going to be one of the bigger hits, but it is a cool card. Little Golgari Gigantosaurus. We conclude with a Brass Tunneler's Grinder as an extended art foil. I think the Grim Gigantosaurus is actually only like a few bucks. Again, it's kind of like one of the weaker Jurassic Park cards, but it's still a sweet hit. I'm not unhappy with pulling anything in that slot. 2 packs left. Is there any other gas in this box? All right, Bartolome del Presidio. Restless Ridgeline as a pack foil rare. Subterranean Schooner as the extended art this time. We have another mythic from the commander slot. It is Carmen Cruel Sky Marcher. Okay, so it is another mythic. It's another commander mythic. 2 per box seems about correct. I don't believe this carries a ton of value, and that's okay. Rare after that is a Restless Prairie as the borderless rare. Jurassic Park card is going to be a land this time. It's a force. I think the force, again, are about $3, so not insignificant. And we conclude with a Sentinel of the Nameless City as the extended art foil. All right, into our last pack here. Come on. Let's see something awesome in this box. This box has been pretty good. Let's see it be really good. Mountain, sure. Got ourselves an Earth Shaker Dreadmaw as a borderless foil uncommon. The Throne of the Grim Captain as the pack foil rare. Extended art is the Queen's Bay Paladin. Scion of Calamity, actually a pretty decent commander card as well. Definitely seeing some play in Dinos. Mythic, hey, all right. So it's our first, is that our first god of the box? It really is. O'Hare Pakpatik Deepest Epic. Blue God, probably like $2 or $3. Not going to be one of the bigger hits. The best gods are O'Hare Deepest Foundation. The white one, the green one, and the red one. But blue is pretty good in its own right. This card does some things. Rare after that, hey, Permission Denied. This is another Jurassic Park card. Actually, we hit a fair amount of the Jurassic Park cards. I mean, the Orlando hit ratio has been really good. I think Permission Denied is about $9. You didn't say the magic word. We conclude with a Hulking Raptor as a borderless foil. Borderless foil rare. All right, so for hitting Quintorius and Galta, the rest of the mythics, if we're being honest with ourselves, were a little bit of a letdown. We did end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mythics, so it's probably about where I thought, but definitely got the goods in early there. Jurassic Park cards are where we cleaned up. Right now, the Welcome to Jurassic Park cards are, I know those, the non-foil is at least $28. I think the foil actually carries a decent premium on it. Wouldn't be shocked to see that card be between $35 and $40. Permission Denied is like $8 or $9. Blue is probably like $8 or $9, and I think Dino DNA is like $11. So huge there. Tishana's Tidebender, I'm guessing in the neighborhood of like 14, 15. Wanderglyph 5 or so. Conquer like 15, 16. And then Roaming Throne probably 13, 14. So if you take all that into account, like this box is not a dud, right? It's not Mana Crypt and Soul and Cavern of Souls and blah, blah, blah. Like the juicy stuff, emblem stuff, the lottery stuff aside, the set is good. Like this is why I enjoy opening this box, because I didn't feel like I had to hit one of those to have a good time. I thoroughly enjoyed this opening experience. I hope you guys did as well. So I'm going to end this. If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button for me. By all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everybody, and be well.